channel. Today is Monday, August 4th, and wow, what a busy day it has been so far, and it's literally only 11:57. So let me go ahead and recap the day. First of all, I just want to start off the vlog. I have no clue what this vlog is going to entail. I say that every time, but I do know we're in the middle of reading 2 books, which I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you guys in a moment. But before we get into the books, I want to give you guys a couple of life updates. First life update, I am in the middle of taking out my braids. Like, I literally have the middle out, and I've been trying to start it, like keep going. Wow, I started yesterday. And I was trying to take out more while I've been working, but oh my gosh, it has been so busy. I just don't know what's going on. So I just had to take a pause to like gather myself because I feel like I'm all over the place. Secondly, my baby, she started 1st grade today. My oldest baby, Samia, she has started 1st grade today, and I'm just like mind blown. I am going to insert a picture right here, maybe another picture right here, something so you all can see what she looks like for her first day of school. And she just looks so adorable. My baby is such a princess. She is such a girly girl. She wanted to wear her little new dress so bad, her new skirt, whatever. This little cute pink dress. But it's just been so rainy, and it's been a little bit nippy outside, so I'm like, baby, no dress today. But her outfit is still cute because mommy had got her together. And she had got her hair done yesterday, y'all. So she just looks so cute. So Ava's obviously only 3. She's not in school yet. So she'll be home with me, and Amir will be home with me. So I woke up this morning, got her ready for school. I wanted to vlog the entire experience for her first day of school, but I kind of like woke up later than I should have. Like, I kind of ain't time it right. So hopefully tomorrow you all will see our morning routine, right? So that's that. What else happened? I can't quite remember. I am a little bit crampy. Mother Nature has definitely made her appearance. So the timing has been, you know what? I did so good. My baby's at a new school. We got her to school. She was so excited. And I didn't cry. But then as soon as I got home, I started talking to my husband. I started crying. And then right after that, my cycle came on. And I'm like, we're just going to blame it on my cycle. So that's that. But anyways, that's the new life update. I'm about to continue to take these braids out in a minute, but before I do, I wanted to go over 2 books that I'm going to be reading with you guys in this video. I don't know if a 3rd book is going to make its appearance, but we'll see. First book I'm reading is this book right here, Disgrace by Brittainy. You all know I could not wait to get my hands on this book. It is so good. My friend Kaylin has told me about this book, and I am hooked. I'm literally on page 115, and I feel like I could have been done with this book or more than halfway. But I just had a busy last couple days, and it's just been so hard with like my workout schedule and trying to make time for everything and everyone and all the things. Like for the past 2 days, I have not really been able to pick up my books. But this book does say, each day I prayed for my husband to love me again. After 15 years together, he walked away from me and into the arms of another. I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know how to exist without him by my side. All I wanted was for him to come back to me. Then Jackson Emery appeared. He was supposed to be a distraction for my mind, a summer fling, a confidence boost to my bruised heart. We were perfect for one another because we both knew we wouldn't last. Jackson didn't believe in commitment, and I no longer believed in love. He was too closed off for me, and I was too much damage for him. Everything was fine until one night my heart skipped a beat. I didn't expect him to make me laugh, to make me think, to make my sadness somewhat disappear. When our time was up, my heart didn't know how to walk away. Each day I prayed for my husband to love me again, yet slowly my prayers began to shift towards the man who wasn't right for me. I prayed for one more smile, one more kiss, one more laugh, and one more touch, and I prayed for him to be mine. Even though I knew his heart wasn't destined to love, I can say that Grace, she is such a sweetheart. Like, she's such a sweetheart, and there's so many layers to her, and I'm at a point where I already knew what happened with her husband. Well, to an extent, we still have to have more unravel, but I was pissed. Like, there was this one scene that happened in the book, and I immediately got my phone and text Kaylin. I was like, Kaylin, I know you are lying. Like, completely pissed me off. And I feel as though Jackson Emery is probably just so misunderstood by the entire town. Like, I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for his dad. And I'm just so intrigued to see like where their life story ended up picking up and like what happened in between after the scene cut off from like I think when he was 8 years old. So I'm just so interested to see like what all happened with his family dynamic and why him and his dad got to where they got to, right? So that is this book. The next book that I'm reading, I'm reading it simultaneously. It is the second book to Go Deep or Get Deep or something like that by Rilzy Adams. I honestly do not remember the name. I think it's called maybe Before We Fall or something similar. It's, yeah, Before We Fall is Unexpected Lovers Book 2, and it's really good. It's the second book to the Go Deep series, and this is about Nevaeh's friend Tasha, and her story is it's a lot. Like, it's like trigger warnings, like domestic abuse, things like that, stuff like that. So it's really good so far. So I'm in the middle of reading that as well. I'm hoping to get more reading done today, but I just don't know because, again, I'm in the middle of taking my hair out. Samia may or may not have schoolwork to do when she get home. I don't know. I still have to make dinner. I didn't make Sunday dinner yesterday because I was out and about with Samia getting her hair done. And then I went to my mom's house to help my sister take out her dreads. So y'all know that is a tedious task. So I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done, but by the end of this video, we'll be done with both books for sure. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to log back in because work is pretty busy, but I just needed a moment to gather myself, okay? I have been looking at Samia's location. She's only 6, so she doesn't have a phone, but I got an air tag on my baby because I need to know where my girl is at all times. So I've been watching her location like a hawk. Like, I am such a, like, oh, I can't help myself. Yeah, anyways, I will chat with y'all soon, and let's see where this vlog takes us. Jackson, because I know it cannot be easy being a parent to your parent, especially as you get older. It's almost like your entire life is on hold when your parents are just going through. That was another reason. I grew up with a big family. I literally have 8 siblings, and yes, we're all super close, and actually pretty much close in age as well. And the best thing I think our parents could have gave us was each other. And that was one of the main reasons why I did not want my Samia to be the only child. And we really want to give her a sibling. Now she has siblings, because the weight of just carrying everything, especially as your parents get older, I didn't want that to just fall on her shoulders. Like, I want them to be able to lean on each other and use each other like my family does. You know what I mean? So just reading this book, I just feel so bad for Jackson, because I'm just like, what happened? What could have went wrong as to how his dad went from that to this? You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm going to continue to read. It is 12:26. Let's see how much grades I can get out, and let's see how much reading we can get done in the midst of work. Y'all, chapter 14 of Disgrace. Graceland's mama is pissing me off. Like, Grace's mom is really, really pissing me off. And you know what's triggering? What's so irritating? Grace is so grown. I think she's 32 or 30. She's 30 or 32. She's one of those. And she is still acting so scared of her mama. Like, don't get me wrong. I respect my parents. I still have some fear in me of my parents. But I would refuse to allow my mom or my dad to talk. Not even her dad, because her dad's great. I would refuse to allow my mom to talk to me how Grace's mom talking to her at my big age. Absolutely not. It's just so it's not even triggering. It's just really pissing me off. I just hate when I can't get into the book and go off on characters like I would love to do. But anyways, We are finishing up chapter 14. We're on chapter 15. We only got a couple braids out, so this is gonna be like an all-day thing, unless my husband can help me with it. And I still have to work out and stuff like that, and I still have to cook. But we'll see. I just want to let you know that Grace Mama, girl, Grace Mama and Finn, those are my two villains in the story right now. Yes. And I forgot to mention, there actually is another villain in the story. I just can't say the name, because if I say the name, it's going to give away like one of the biggest plot twists in the beginning of the story. But there is another villain, and she may be the worst of them all.
Four miles, that's all that we got left now, before the road will run out, before it's time for goodbyes. 4 miles until we're changing our lives. What's at the end of this ride? Don't know just where we'll arrive. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. No looking back, eyes on the road, only thinking about where we're supposed to go. Don't have a map, just go with the flow. There's certain things we're not supposed to know. 4 miles, that's all that we have left now. That's all that we had time for. Don't know just where we'll arrive. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. Yeah, we could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. Yeah, we could be alright. But you could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. You could be there feeling like yourself. I could be there, be somebody else. We could be alright. We could be alright. We could be alright. We could be alright. We could be alright.
Do you want another croissant? You want a croissant for breakfast? What you want? You want pizza and sausage? Okay. So for lunch, I can make you like little. Does this expire? I don't think so. Nothing beats a Chat 2 holiday. This is definitely expired. That's unfortunate. Okay, so for lunch, do you want noodles? Okay. him? You look so cute, baby. Okay, so I am back. I might be a little loud because this fan is going, but I am back from dropping my baby off at school. And I'm a little bit like down, only because, I don't know if I mentioned, but yesterday when she got home, I could tell my baby was crying. And I'm like, you've been crying? And she was like, I've been crying at school today because I missed my mommy. And I'm like, I just wanted to burst out in tears. Like, I hate that. Like, I love that, but I just hate that she was crying and there was nothing that I could do about it. I didn't even know my girl was crying. And obviously that happens. It was the first day of school. She's at a new school. It was very overwhelming, I'm sure. Even yesterday dropping her off, it was like a madhouse in there. It just seemed so overwhelming. And it's just like, oh my God, my heart, like, you know, it just completely stressed me out. But anyways, that was that. And she's just been telling me all day she's been crying in gym class. She's been crying in class. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I just dropped her off today. And today was the last day that we could walk the kids in. She is a car rider, but it's like I can't even walk her to class tomorrow. And I know she'll be fine. She's in first grade, but she is going to end up going through a different entrance than the entrance I usually drop her, like walk her in. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I just need to make sure that somebody is going to walk my baby to her teacher's class. Like, and it's just so stressful. It's completely stressing me out. And I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm feeling. This time is a little bit different for me. Kindergarten wasn't that bad because she went to her old school for pre-K and kindergarten, so she was familiar. I was familiar. We were comfortable. She already established friendships, and, you know, she was only a little girl, but, you know, some friends, and solidified a lot of the staff knew her. And this is like completely new territory, and I'm just like, so, I don't know, y'all. I just hope, I pray that she's going to have a great day today. And it's just weighing so heavily on my mind. So I'm just going to try to keep myself distracted today. Last night, I ended up finishing Disgrace, y'all. I have not picked up the camera since y'all saw me probably reading it while I was in the office. Well, yesterday, my husband and I took out my braids, and we didn't get done until like after midnight. So all that time we were taking out my braids, I was reading Disgrace. I ended up finishing it, and I ended up rating it 5 stars. This arm gets tired. I ended up rating it 5 stars, y'all. It was so doggone good. Like, Grace, she is a true gem. Such a sweet Southern belle. And I love the redemption that she had. I love the redemption that, for some reason, the main male character's name is not, it's not ringing any bells for me right now. Let me see. Let's see. Jackson. I love the redemption that Jackson had. I love the redemption of Graceland's mother. The plot twist was like, I didn't see it coming. Which I feel as though if I maybe would have paid just a little bit more attention to the details, maybe I could have pieced 2 and 2 together. But I was just so like tunnel vision. So the book was 5 stars. It was so good. Like, Graceland, sorry y'all, my arms are getting tired. Graceland, she has been through some stuff. And not only her, but Jackson has as well. And Jackson's father, and Grace's mother, and Judy, which I love, Grace's sister. And then she also had another good friend, can't remember her name. I love her as well. And I just think that Brittainy Cherry, her books do not miss. I fear her books do not miss. And I just loved the storyline. I love that it was like a grumpy time sunshine. Then they established a friendship, and then the friendship turned into something else. And it's just like when the whole world was against Jackson, Grace saw the good in him. And that's all somebody needs. Somebody just needs one person to believe in them to change the whole trajectory of their life. And it kind of reminded me, I was reading the book of Exodus this morning, and the point where God was giving the people and Moses all the laws that they needed to abide by. One of them was pretty much surrounding like, do not pretty much follow the crowd in a way of like, don't make somebody guilty who's not guilty. Just because they're poor or don't have money to maybe afford a good attorney, a good lawyer. This is not verbatim, but this is what I took from it. You don't just follow the crowd because everybody else thinks he's guilty even though he's innocent. And I love that. That reminded me, it made me think about Grace's, about the book, because while everybody threw stones at Jackson and his dad, Grace was like, no, you know? So I love that. But right now, I still have to finish reading Before We Fall. I'm going to be reading that today. I'm just doing a light cardio. My cramps, I'm cramping, but I just wanted to do something. Just something this morning to start off with before my husband went to work. And then if I'm up to it later, I'm going to try my best to go ahead and do a workout and do another thing of cardio. But right now, I still want to move my body. Listen, my first 3 days are horrendous, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish out, and I will talk to you guys, a little bit later. Probably give you guys a little bit more details about Disgrace without any spoilers. I'm going to continue to watch some book girlies on YouTube and finish this out. So I am 25% into Before We Fall. I am on page 94, and my heart is just so heavy with Cole and Tasha. They were just out to lunch, and Cole was pretty much like explaining to Tasha something traumatic that happened to in his past and why he got into the field that he's in. And it is so intertwined with Tasha's current state, like her life currently. And I don't know, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. The way that Tasha is walking on eggshells with Jeremy, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with her, because I am so scared of how far he's going to take it. But this book is good so far. I am just so exhausted. I think I've been saying that all day. But thank God work has been a little bit slower. I really thank God for that. It's 1:15, so if Amir wakes up at this point, that's totally fine. If he doesn't wake up by 1:30, I'm going to wake him up, go ahead and feed him. And then I'm probably going to wake up Ava right at 2 and brush her hair so we can go pick up Samia from school. And then we're going to come back home. And I'm definitely going to work out. Definitely going to do more cardio. I am just cramping, and I'm trying to push through. And I'm also going a little sleep. My hair has to get washed, and Ava's hair has to get washed as well. So I'm just trying to play it the rest of the day by ear to see what all I can get done. But I am tired. I can say that. My energy is low. But throughout the vlog, it won't always be this low throughout the vlog. So we're going to continue to read for about the next 15, 16 minutes or so before I start gathering all of us and getting us together. Hi, friends. So, it's, No. It's 5:34 p.m. and Amir just fell asleep. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick back workout and more cardio. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in the best mood. I'm just not in a good mood. I'm pretty sure it's one because of my cycle, and two, I'm just so exhausted. Yes, babe. Hi. Your shoes on backwards. I mean, they're on the wrong feet. But I'm just so exhausted, y'all. Like, it's not even funny. But I have to do this, y'all. I have to do this for myself. So I'm gonna let y'all see a little bit. I'm not doing anything too crazy. And I'm gonna try to get on the Stairmaster as well before Mir wakes up. Let's play some music and let's get going.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life-bilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ju ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha det. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker åh vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tid, göra om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt, det är dig jag vill wifa. De här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha det. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig.
So I have took out my braids, finally washed it last night, blow dried it, and then this morning I straightened it, and my hair has grown from when I last cut it, so this is where it's at. I did do a little bevel, a little bit of curls on it just to like give it like some body, but now it's 1:53. I am about to gather the two youngest, get them ready so we can go pick up Samia and wait in that car rider line for about an hour. So we could try to get like a okay spot. And then, yeah, so I'm trying to time everything correctly to where we can just hit the door once we leave in about 6 minutes. So that's the update. I'm over 50% into Before We Fall. And we're going to talk about that maybe in the car or maybe once we get back, depending on like how things go with the children. So I just wanted to check in and yeah, I'll chat with y'all soon. Good morning. So it's a little after 6 a.m. on a Friday, and I'm about to do my fasted cardio. I was supposed to be up around 5, but I just could not get up. Well, I did get up at 5:40, but I was supposed to be well into my workout by then, but I could not get up. So we're going to try to knock out 40 minutes. That'll be like close to 6:50. Then I'll wake Samia up, get her ready for school, pack her lunch, and then we'll be out the door. And then once I get back, I will either do more cardio or I'll do an actual workout. So let me lock in. And we're gonna talk about the book very soon. I just been reading and haven't been talking about the book. So let's get started. So I want to talk to y'all while I was on the Stairmaster, but that's just truly impossible. I just have to focus on breathing. So I had to stop at 20 minutes versus 30 minutes because I forgot that I had to get gas. Like, there's no way that I'm going to survive sitting in that carpool line without gas in my car because I will run out of gas. So it's 6:31 right now. I'm going to quickly make Samia's lunch, wake her up. We're going to leave the house just a tad bit earlier so we can stop by the gas station. All right, let's do that. I'm on page 219 of 56% through Before We Fall. And it's good so far. So I'm enjoying this author's writing, that's for sure. But anyways, I'm already on the time limit. Let me stop talking. We'll catch up soon. Yesterday, I started making notes, like a sticky note on my baby's lunchbox. And she literally was so excited. So I'm going to make another note to put on her lunchbox. I'm going to tell her, Happy Friday, Samia. A great day. Mommy loves you so much. Love, Mommy. Y'all, it makes her so happy. So I'm gonna put this on her lunchbox. I just didn't want to forget it. Okay, let's hurry up. It's Friday, y'all. Let today be a great day, please, Jesus. So don't mind the angle. I just have the camera this way because I'm at my baby's school and I don't want to expose like where her school is, obviously. But I came on here because I want to talk about the book, and so far so good. I do want to say please read the trigger warnings though, because if you're a victim or if you're triggered by domestic abuse, really narcissistic, controlling men or women, physical abuse, whether emotional abuse, mental abuse, if that triggers you, I would highly suggest you do not read this book, because this whole book is pretty much about a woman trying to escape this devil of a man. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And I think that Rilzy Adams does a great job at writing characters that's relatable, and writing characters that you're just truly going to fall in love with. Like Cole, he is literally like her knight in shining armor. Like, that is her safe haven right now, because she is still hesitant on telling Nevaeh, or anybody for that matter. And the only reason why Cole knows was not because of something that she went out her way to do. And I'm not going to say how, because that would spoil the book. But this also is showing me, like, do not be a silent victim. I know it's so hard because obviously there's potential of threatening of that specific person and or people that you're telling your situation to. But I do feel as though it's a bit more scary being a silent victim than having at least one person to know. You know what I mean? And this also goes to show, like, always try to have a plan and always make sure that you're okay. I'm not a fan of hiding finances from your spouse, not by any means necessary. But in certain situations when it's like you're looking for an escape route, or if they're already showing signs that they're no longer a safe place for you, but more so a threat, I think it's so important to have, emergency funds, or lack of thereof, So this book is good so far. I'm 56% through the book, and we're just going to have to see. We're just going to have to see what happens next. I am kind of a little bit on edge because it's almost giving me like, oh my God, what is going to happen next? What is Jeremy going to do? You know what I'm saying? So Book is good so far. This is the second book I read by Rilzy Adams. The first book I read last month, which is Go Deep, I think. And then this is the second one. The first one was more so like an erotica. I love you too, baby. But this one isn't quite like that. This one has more of a storyline. The first one had a storyline, but this one really has a storyline. Maybe because the other one was a novella that, was like that. But anyways, I'm going to continue to read. We have a little bit over 15-ish minutes before she heads into school. So let's see how much reading we can get done. So I started writing little love notes to my husband anytime he came to the office, and he started doing it back to me. And it's like easily becoming one of my favorite things I look forward to every day. This is the other one that he wrote the other day or the other week. And words of affirmation is one of my favorite love languages. And I just look forward to seeing these. Oh, I love this man. Oh my gosh, y'all. I feel like I be fighting for my life just to get to bedtime every day. Or at least until later on in the evening when my husband gets home. Oh my gosh, y'all. I be so overstimulated by my kids. Y'all, it's just so much noise all the time. And I just be like, oh my gosh. I feel like I be in straight survival mode until my husband gets home. And it's currently 9:56 p.m. If hold on, make sure ain't nothing showing. Now it's 9:57 p.m. and I'm just like, oh Jesus, what was that? Like, I feel like my ears are still ringing from the chaotic day. It has been an incredibly long week. An incredibly long week. Like, I literally push myself to capacity every single day. Like, my cup is so empty. I need my cup refilled, like, immediately. But anyways, Berto takes over Amir as soon as he gets home, thank God. So they're downstairs. He gonna be down there with him till he go to sleep. I'm either going to read a little bit more or I'm going to go to sleep, because I am going to wake up early in the morning to work out and do cardio before my husband leaves, because it's just tremendously hard to be able to work out with the kids home. Like, they make it so difficult. So I think I'm actually going to let today be like a rest day from working out, but I think I'm going to wake up and just do straight cardio. Right now, I'm 60% into... Oh my God, I am so exhausted. More than likely, we're going to sleep into Before We Fall. And it's pretty good. I know that this is supposed to be a romantic situation with Tasha and Cole. I just kind of hate how it's going about it, because I know they say get over one person by getting on top of another. I don't believe in that, but I just hate that she's going through such a traumatic situation, but yet now she's having conflicted feelings because now there's another man involved. And although he's a superhero for her, I still would have wished that she took time to get through her situation, be with herself, heal herself, and then explore a new connection. If you watch Love Island. But I mean, I understand they're both pretty vulnerable in this situation and things happen, but we're going to go more in depth about it tomorrow. I am more than likely about to go to bed. I'm tired, y'all. So, bye.
Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me, say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me, say she killing them. Mine worth a die, yeah, she killing them. Say baby, I. Yeah, Martin, it's a yeah, Martin. Papa boy living yard man. Yard man thing, this a yard man. We can't show you what the yard man. Yard man thing, this a yard man. A papa boy living yard man. Yard man thing, this a yard man. We can't show you what the yard man. Yeah. Me say no problem, me say no qualms on. Right. Every other day, me a day with the farm then. Yeah. Telling me a place for the case, see a story. Right. Say me no high, me no bully. Me a fi cool on things, it's a rule on things. When you pull on things, get away from me. Mull on things, tell me who run things. Cause the rule on things is the king, I know. This thing's greater than paper. Me one day with my maker. You feel say you be greater. Tell me why. Oh no. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she killing them. Mine worth a dime, yeah she killing them. Say baby, I. Yeah man thing, it's a yeah man thing. A papa boy living yeah man. Yeah man thing, it's a yeah man thing. Me can't show you what the yeah man mean. Yeah man thing, it's a yeah man thing. A papa boy living yeah man. Yeah man thing, it's a yeah man thing. Me can't show you what the yeah man mean. Things, it's a rule on things. When you pull on things, get away from me. Mull on things, tell me who run things. Cause the rule on things is the king, I know. This thing's greater than paper. Me one day with my maker. You feel say you be greater. Tell me why. Oh no. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she feeling them. Ain't worth a mile, it's a million them. Say baby, I. Got too many flows, I be killing them. Oh baby, tell me say she killing them. Mine worth a dime, yeah she killing them. Say baby, I.
Hi friends. So we're about 90-ish percent, 91% I think through Before We Fall. I don't know why it's taking me so long to finish it. I don't know. It's literally August 11th and I still only read 2 books this month, but I'm not worried at all. Not even a little bit. But right now, I did my cardio this morning. I did 45 minutes on the Stairmaster. I lost 2 more pounds, y'all. Now, I took Samia to school, got her ready, took her to school. Now I'm back home, about to work out, and then come home. When I'm done working out, cook breakfast, start work. And I'm really debating if I'm gonna go to the bookstore today. Y'all, we have not been bookstore shopping in a long time. I just need to run it by my man real quick to be like, yo, is it okay if are you okay with me indulging a little bit? So that is the plan. I think we may go to the bookstore later today. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to see, but we have not been bookstore shopping in a while. I think we're overdue for one, right? Anyways, do y'all want to see how I'm looking so far? Hold on, let me. Here's the progress. Your girl has been working really, really hard, y'all. Ooh, Yep, your girl has been working really, really hard. Discipline. Anyways, let me make this oatmeal, start working out, and we will talk more about Before We Fall very shortly. All right, let's talk about this book, shall we? So it is a little bit hard to read because of the domestic abuse that is in the book. Like, I just cannot imagine fearing for my life the way that Tasha is having to fear for her life. And what is happening on my computer? And it's just a little bit hard to read at some points. The book is good. The writing is, but this is not closed door spice at all. The spice is definitely for mature audiences only. So, let's be mindful of that. But regardless of that, the book is good. The storyline is good. I do see a third act breakup coming, or at least it has happened at this point. And we're literally like 91% through the book, right? Like I said before, I do feel as though like I don't think the best practice to get over somebody is to get on top of somebody else. Because there's still a lot of healing and things that Tasha should be doing instead of focusing that energy with another relationship. Though I understand that Cole has saved her from a lot of the things she's been enduring and would have continued to endure had she not met Cole. But, I still think that they needed, especially her, needed time after she finished what she needed to do with her spouse, work on herself, heal herself, reconnect with Jesus, and then see what that healing journey would look like potentially with Cole, right? I hope that makes sense. So regardless of the fact, the book is good. No complaints really there. It's just read the trigger warnings. It's almost like if you ever read Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, y'all know that one specific gruesome scene. If you read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was very hard to read. That's the same feeling I'm getting with this. Not because the book is bad by any means. It's just like, I just cannot imagine enduring what Tasha is going through. Like, I cannot. She's literally dealing with a narcissistic, pathological, insane maniac. And this is a lot of things because she definitely ignored the red flags from in the beginning, because I like to use the word love bomb. She was definitely love bombed by Jeremy in the very beginning, especially when other people were trying to warn her of him, like almost like, girl, these are red flags. She didn't necessarily see it as red flags. And she has definitely is understanding that now. So, sorry, I'm like pausing because I'm just clocking to work and I'm doing like my morning reports. But other than that, I am almost done with the book. I'm going to actually go ahead and finish it up during my work day. And we're going to try to figure out what book we're reading next. I do think that we're going to go to the bookstore. I'm leaning more towards going to the bookstore just because we haven't been to the bookstore in such a long time. And today is Monday. This is the only day, yesterday and Monday is the only day that I can get while my husband is home. So I am going to finish my morning reports. We're going to finish out the book. And then we'll just see where the rest of the day takes us. We should be nearing the end of the vlog, I think. We made it to Barnes. I have not been to Barnes in over a month. It's definitely been over a month. I want to say it's been since maybe when Kennedy Ryan released her last book, Can't Get Enough. I think that was the last time we've been here. I really can't remember. But we're here now with no game plan. But I don't plan on spending a whole bunch of money. Reason being is because my husband's birthday is coming up September 2nd. My birthday September 21st. I'm going out of town. And there's just so much going on. So I'm going to max myself out at 2 books. Maybe 3. Maybe even 1. I don't know. I'm not going to force myself to get something if I'm not really needing it. I really don't need any of them. But yeah, I'm trying to justify why I need to get many books. Anyways, let's go inside, guys. Let's see what we can find. Let's go for the vibes. 9:42 p.m. We have been home from the bookstore for a couple hours now, but I am like dealing with a little migraine right now, so we're gonna go ahead and finish before we fall right now. Once I'm done with that, once Amir wakes up, I'm going to go ahead and give him a bath and wash his hair, and then I'll be done for the night. I'll let Roberto handle the girls and getting them in bed, but we're about 92-ish% through the book, so I'm about to eat me a little skinny popcorn. Typically I try not to eat past 8 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat on this little snack. I'm in this Z-Bar protein bar, and we're just gonna chill. I just took a shower. I'm all greased up. I'm in my pajamas and I'm relaxing. So we'll go over the books that I got from Barnes & Noble tomorrow for sure. And then it'll be the end of the video, I'm sure. Okay, bye. Okay, friends, we have reached the end of the video. I am so close. I left like all of my camera like stands and stuff, they're all downstairs. I refuse to go downstairs, so this is the angle that we're getting right now. Let's go ahead and do our Barnes & Noble book haul. We're going to talk about Book Before We Fall because I have finished that last night, and that will be the end of this video finally. All right, so I ended up grabbing 4 books. I know I literally said 1 to 2, or did I say 3? No, I said 1 or 2. And I ended up getting 4, but I could not resist myself because they were buy one, get 50% off. And I was actually about to reach for a 5th one, but I had to reel it back in because I'm like, Bethany, you literally said 1 or 2. You cannot walk out of here with 5 books. So I walked out with 4. Okay? Because they were buy one, 50% off, I ended up spending $59.36. And they always give me these little coupons about the Starbucks in there, but I don't drink coffee, so I never use it. Even though I'm sure they sell other things other than coffee, right? I don't know. I've never been to Starbucks, or have I? No, I don't think I've ever been to Starbucks because I'm just not a coffee drinker. I'm getting besides the point. Let's go ahead and go over these books because it's 9:40. I have to clock in 20 minutes, and I'm sure at any minute one of my babies are going to end up waking up. So the first book that we have is Once Upon a Time in Dollywood by Ashley Jordan. Never heard anyone talk about this book before. I went in there with straight vibes. Whatever I saw, the cover was cute. I liked the back of the book. Then I would go reference it with Goodreads just to make sure like I'm not picking up a repeat of that book I read over a year ago, that Tessa Bailey book that I absolutely hated, despised, and I would never make that mistake again. So I would always reference Goodreads just to make sure that, you know, we're on the up and up. But this one says a playwright must grapple with her difficult year in writer's block while falling for the single dad living next door in this emotional debut novel from Ashley Jordan. Eve Ambroise may be a rising star playwright, but her personal life is falling apart. Desperate for a fresh start, she breaks up with her fiance, cuts off her parents, and heads to the Tennessee mountains. But keeping up the lie that she's just on a writing retreat becomes nearly impossible when faced with the well-meaning townspeople and a neighbor who has almost as much baggage as she does. Coming off of a continuous custody battle, Jamie Gallagher is restructuring what his life looks like as a single dad, and spending more days at his cabin makes his new free time a little less empty, especially when he meets the beautiful and prickly woman next door. The last thing he needs is a new romance to shake up his family dynamics even more, but there's something about Eve. What starts out as a fling quickly becomes more serious, and it's not long before Eve is running scared once again. She's loved and lost in every possible way, and risking it one more time could finally break her. But like the fireflies that fill the mountains around them, Jamie's and Eve's lives keep falling into sync. A fairy tale ending could be in the cards, but only if the new couple can get out of their heads and put their hearts first. Look at the cover. That's what sold me. Like, this is such a beautiful black woman. It says love is a roller coaster. This was also a part of Reese book club, so I'm excited to read it. So this was the first book. The second book was The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Now this book I did hear about. I didn't really listen to anybody's reviews concerning it. I just heard this book going around social media, in the book world. And when I saw this, I was like, let me read the back of it to see if there's something I would be interested in. And it is. So this says, be careful what you watch for. It's a familiar psychological thriller structure until everything changes, a page-turning climax. Casey Fletcher, a recently widowed actress trying to escape a streak of bad press, has retreated to the peace and quiet of her family's lake house in Vermont. Armed with a pair of binoculars and several bottles of bourbon, she passes the time watching Tom and Catherine Boyce, the glamorous couple living in the house across the lake. They make for good viewing. A tech innovator, Tom is powerful, a former model, Catherine is gorgeous. On one day on the lake, Casey saves Catherine from drowning, and the two strike up a budding friendship. But the more they get to know each other and the longer Casey watches, it appears clear that Catherine and Tom's marriage isn't as perfect as it appears. When Catherine suddenly vanishes, Casey... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading fast. It's the lawnmower going. I feel like I'm hearing my baby, so I'm like jumbled. Casey immediately suspects Tom of foul play. What she doesn't realize is that there's more to the story than meets the eye, and the shocking secrets can lurk beneath the most placid of surfaces or placid. Yeah, I never read a Riley Sager book, and I'm excited to get into it because I'm not the biggest thriller girl, but there are some few that I really enjoy, and I really want to have more thrillers on my TBR. So that's this one. The next book, I'm gonna actually put this right here. The next book that I got is Catch the Line, Love in the Fast Lane by Simone Soltani. Never heard of this author, never heard anybody talk about this book, and it sounded so good. One of the Formula F1 racing books that I loved was, I believe, a Lauren Asher book. I believe it was Lauren Asher. I think it was the Throttle series, and I loved it. And when I saw what this was, I'm like, oh, I would love to read another one like that. So it says, her brother's best friend sends her heart racing in the sparkling Formula One romance. Formula One driver Dev Anderson's career is on the line after a social media disaster leaves him with an angry team and sponsors threatening to jump ship. He needs someone to help save his marriage. At a party in Monaco, he bumps into the woman who could fix it all. There's just one problem. She's his best friend's little sister. And okay, maybe there's another problem. He kissed her last year and hasn't been able to stop thinking about her since. Recent college grad Willow Williams needs a job. She may have a talent for seeing the bright side of any bad situation, but it's hard to stay positive when she's struggling to get hired. So when Dev offers her a temporary solution, she can't help but say yes, even if it means ignoring the crush she's had on him since childhood. Willow and Dev are determined to keep things strictly professional regardless of old feelings and the blazing chemistry between them. But in the glittering and high-stakes world of Formula One, some lines are meant to be crossed. I'm so excited because I really feel like this will be really good. And I also loved, I just watched the F1 racing with Danton Idris and Brad Pitt. I forget the name of it, but I just watched that in the movies like a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty good. I can't wait for it to come on TV because I want to watch it again, but I'm gonna watch it with my husband this time. And this last book that I got was the second book to this series, called Ride With Me, I think. Is this sticker covering it? Yeah, it's called Ride With Me. Let me take this sticker off too. And actually, this book has caught my eye first. First of all, look at the cover. Like, this is what caught my eye first. And so when I went on Goodreads to like see if this would be a good option, I actually saw that this was the second book to the series, so I had to get the first because I do not like to read books out of order. So this one says USA Today. Oh, I didn't even see that it was damaged a little bit. That's unfortunate. It says, a marriage of convenience threatens to go off track in this steamy Formula One romance. Stella Baldwin thought her life couldn't get worse. Being left at the altar was bad enough, and the drunken rant she posted to her social media followers in the aftermath was the cherry on top. But having to show up at her cousin's bachelorette party in Las Vegas barely 2 weeks later felt like a cruel joke. Thomas Maxwell Brown is just looking for a good time, with his family's expectations pressing down, his career as a Formula One driver threatened by first child, and a new reputation making him the most hated man on the grid. He needs a break to clear his head, and what better way to decompress than with a stag party in Vegas? Stella isn't the woman Thomas expects to meet that night, and Thomas isn't the man Stella expects to wake up to next to in the morning with a ring on her finger. Staying married might be the perfect situation to all their problems, even if it's a little wild. Sometimes what happens in Vegas doesn't need to stay there. So yeah, I'm super excited about the books that I have picked up. So we have 3 romances and a thriller here. Y'all, I was really about to pick up 4 romances. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was like, listen, Bethany, you have to read more than just romances, baby. So that's what I did. That's why I grabbed The House Across the Lake. Anyways, oh, before we go, let's talk about Before We Fall really quickly. I finished that. I'm really between a 3.75 and a 4-star, to be honest. The book was good, don't get me wrong. It just took me a while to get through. And I feel as though because it took me a while to get through, I wasn't as captivated by the story as I would have liked to be. So now the more that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to say 3.7 stars versus 4 stars. And this was my review on it. I say 3.7 stars. Although this was hard to read at times due to the trigger warnings, it does show how resilient Tasha was and how much of a difference someone can make in your life by consistency and persistency. Cole was truly a gem and really had such a pure heart with wanting to make sure he always had Tasha's best interests at heart. He made her true. He was her true confidant. It did not break any promises he made to her, although he so desperately wanted to. I love this author's writing and storytelling, and I cannot wait to read more of her books. So again, that was Before We Fall. I'll put it on the screen here, by Rilzy Adams. And I do think that she's a great author. She's a new author that I came across. Now that was the 3rd book I read by hers. Well, 2 of them were novella. This was like the first full book I read of hers. And I want to say she does not write in first person, but you kind of forget that. Like, I didn't realize that till later on, because I feel as though maybe she started that way and then went into maybe, I think, 3rd person, but I have to go back and double check. Regardless of that fact, it was still a good book and the writing still was good. It was a 3rd act breakup, so just be mindful of that. If you despise third act breakups, if that's like a make or break thing for you, I am going to let you know there was 3rd act breakup. But that's all I'm going to share with that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am exhausted, but another video, the next video that should be coming out soon, I think it's going to be my 5 a.m. morning routine, day in the life kind of thing, maybe. I don't know. And I just started a new book today. It was actually a fantasy, well, romantasy. And you guys will know what that book is in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.